So hello everyone, welcome to the part 7 of the project. Today we are going to create this contact banner. As you can see that this contact banner, and also we are going to create the footer section of the website. So this nice footer section, we are going to create it, and also we are going to make this all responsive. So if I come here and if I go to the iPhone X, as you can see that this all will look good in the mobile device also, as you can see. So that's what we are going to create in this part of the project. I hope you guys will like it. Also, if you want to get some interesting tips and tricks about web design and development, you can follow us on Instagram. The handle is instagram.com/web_CIFAR. Also, if you face any kind of problem with this tutorial, you can join our Facebook community group. We have a great and helpful community and you can post your problem there. So with that saying, let's get started. So here first of all, let's create the contact banner. As you can see that this is the contact banner that's we are going to create here. So for that, let's go to our home page, and before that let's actually create the component here. So let's create a new file and let's name it contact banner.js, and rfc to create a functional component, and let's actually have h1. Let's say that this is contact banner, and let's actually go to our home page, and inside the home page we can actually import the component here. So let's say that contact banner, so import the component. So now I should see, if I go here and I can see the text here, as you can see that in the bottom. So now let's actually create the banner. So for that, here inside the div, let's actually create another div with the class of container, and here inside that I will have another div with the class of contact banner wrapper, and inside that I will have my p text, and inside that here let's actually have some lorem ipsum, or what I have here, I'll have this, and also here after the p text let's have a h3, and let's also have a class here which will be the contact banner heading, and inside that let's also say that let me help you, and after that let's also have a button. So I believe I have a button component previously, so let's import that, and inside this button let's also have the button text, btn text, and here let's say that contact now, and also let's say that btn link will be, so I will link it with the contact page. So contact, yeah, that's it. I also need to import my ptext component, and if I save, I should see the button, the text, and the paragraph, and that's it. That's the content that we need. So right now we just need to do some style for it. So constant contact banner styles equals to styled dot div, and here we will have our styled. First of all, let's actually import the styled from the style component, and here let's say that we'll have some padding in the top and bottom, so 10 rem and 0, and also for the contact banner wrapper we will say that background color will be the variable dash deep dark, and also let's say that border radius will be the top pixel, and if I save, and let's also apply this style in this div. Now as you can see that the background color is changed, and also I have the border radius. So let's say that the padding will be the 5 rem and also the 0 rem, for the left and right, and finally text align will be the center. Everything is now in center. After that, I also need to style the header, so let's say that contact banner heading, and here let's say that font size will be the 4M, and also the margin bottom. So margin bottom will be the 2M around. Yeah, that's fine. And finally, let's also have a quick media query. So media screen, max width will be the 768 pixel, and here I need to actually say that the contact banner heading will be the font size of 2.8 RAM. And if I save, let's go to our small device. It should be 1.8, I think. This should be max width, I think. Okay, let's say that 2.8 RAM. Yeah, 2.8 RAM is fine. So if I come here, yeah, that's fine. That's it for this contact banner. So as you can see that we are done with the contact banner, as you can see. So after that, let's also create this footer, as you can see here. So for that, let's create a component here, which will be the footer.js, and here RFC to create the functional component. And inside that, let's also say that h1 hello from the footer, and import this in our home page. So footer, and import that. So after that, if I save, I should see the text here in the bottom, so I can see it. Let's create the footer in our footer component. So here, first of all, let's create a div with the class of container, and inside that I will have my div columns, footer column actually. So footer column, and this is the column number 1. And after that, inside that I will have my column title, so h1 footer column 1 title, and here we will have the name. And also after that, we will have some p text. So after the h1, let's say that p text, and let's import the component here. And inside that, I will have some text here, so let me copy the text and paste it over here. So now I should see my text and the title. And after that, let's go to our next column. So we will have 4 columns, as you can see that here, 1 2 3 4, and right now we don't right now we have first column, and let's also create other columns here. So d with the class of footer column 2, and duplicate it, so 3 and 4. And here right now, let's say that here we will have actually a separate component which will allow us to create this other column. So if you notice that these 3 columns are actually pretty similar, so that's why we can actually create a component so that we can reuse the component in this 3 column. So let's create the component, and here in our components folder, let's create that. So the name of the component will be the contact footer. I think we can use footer column .js. So this will be the name, and RFC to create the functional component. And here let's say that h1, and this is footer column. And if I save, let's import it here. So footer column, and once I import it, I should see it here. So I can see my first footer column. So let's actually use this footer column in our second and the third div. So here let's also use this, and similarly we can use it here. So as you can see that I can see the text here, this is footer column. So right now we need some styles, so let's do the styling here. So here let's say that constant footer styles equals to styled.div, and here we will have the style, and before that let's import the styled from the style component. And here first of all what we will do, actually we will do the padding things. So for now we just need the padding in the top side, so padding top 10 rem, and also background color will be the deep dark. And if I save, I can see that let me actually copy this and use this style. So now I can see that the background is not changed. So fine, after that let's do the style here. So in our container, here let's say that display will be flags, and also gap will be through rem. And after that let's say that in our column number 1 footer, here let's say that flags will be 2. So yeah, that's fine. And after that all the other column, means column 2, column 3 and column 4, column 2, 3 and 4 will have the flags 1. So what it will do, actually it will give a little bit more space for the first column, as you can see here. So fine, after that let's do the style for the footer column 1 title, and here let's say that font size will be the 3.5 rem, and also the margin bottom will be the 1 rem. Fine, and after that that's it. I don't need anything else for now. So now let's create the column here. So right now we just have a text, as you can see. So in our column, first of all we'll have a heading in our column, so this will be the column heading. So the here let's say that h1, and also let's add a class here and let's name it heading. And here inside that we will actually show the heading. So these heading, we will get those heading from the props here. So let's say that heading. So for the heading, default will be, let's say that call heading. So here we can actually pass this, so heading. If I do, I can see this default heading, as you can see. So after that let's actually create these links, as you can see that. So for that, here after the heading let's get a UL, and here inside that we will have the list of link. So for that we will actually get those link from the prop. So here what you can do, actually we can create some default link props. So let's say that it will be an array, so links, and it will be an array. So inside this array we will have a object of link, so the type will be, so here we can actually have two kind of link. So one can be link from React Router DOM, and another one is our traditional anchor tag. So we can actually use link from the React DOM, or we can actually use anchor tag. So here you can see that we will use anchor tag for our social links and also some other informational link. But here you can see that all this internal link will be linked with the link from React DOM. So that's why we need to specify which kind of link you want to add. So the type, let's say that for now links. The second one will be the title. So the title, so let's say that the home will be the title, and the actual path will be the /home. And let's create another one. So let me duplicate this, and for the second one, let's say that it will be an about and about. So why I'm having an error here? Okay, so I just forgot to give this comma here, and okay, that's my mistake. This should be colon. So now as you can see that I'm having two links here. So first one is this one and second one is the about one. So now we can actually use this, so we can loop through these links. So for that, here inside of our UL, I just can say that we can actually keep it lowercase, we don't need to make it uppercase here. So links dot map, and here item and index. So here what we will do, actually we will say that for each of our link we will generate a list item, so li, and inside that we actually can make it parenthesis, so that actually it will immediately return it. So here inside that, inside the parenthesis, we will say that list item, and for the list item we need to also pass a key here. So the key will be the index, so that's why I just have the index here. So inside this list item we will actually first of all check that if our type is links, we will use, if our type is links, we will use link, otherwise we will use anchor tag. So let's actually check it. So for checking that, you can actually type item dot type. If item dot type is link, so if it is a link, what we will do, we will return something from here. We will return the link from the React DOM, and here we will actually use the path here. So 2 will be the item dot path, and inside that we will actually use the item dot title. So that's what we will do if the item dot type is link. So if it is something else, what we will do, actually we will create an anchor tag. So let's do that. So here let's say that anchor tag, and the path will be, we can say that item dot path, and also similarly the target will be the underscore blank. I'm using underscore blank because whenever I am using this anchor tag, it means actually it is an external link, so we need to make it target underscore blank. And whenever you are using target underscore blank, you should need this reference, so the relation will be no referral. And also here you just can say that item dot title. So yeah, as you can see that it's fine, and if I go to my website, I can see my two links here, as you can see that for all of my columns. So right now it's not having any kind of a style, so let's create the style here. So constant, I can say that column style equals to styled dot div, and here we will have the let's keep it as styles and constant. Let's use this column style here in the div, and here let's say that in our style. So for the heading we will say that font size will be the 2.4 em, and also a margin bottom will be the 2 em, and for the list item we will say that margin bottom will be the 1 em, and finally the anchor tag will be the font size of 1.8 em. And if I do margin bottom will be the okay. So right now as you can see that my links and my column are actually looking good. Now what I need, actually I need to pass our real information. So here in our footer.js what you can do, actually we can pass those props value. So footer column, so for the first footer column the heading will be the important links, and if I see, I can see that important links are here, and also I will pass my links here. So it will be an object, sorry, it will be an array. Inside that we will have individual object for the link. So title, so let's say then home, and the path will be the /, and also the type will be link, and there will be an comma. I am having this error, and yeah, this should be colon once again. Yeah, as you can see that if I pass these things, so I'm facing an error here. As you can see that links.map is not a function. So because as you can see that here I'm sending an object instead of an array. So let's actually wrap this whole thing with an array with a square bracket, as you can see that. So we are now sending an array, which means it should be fine. So if I go to here, as you can see that I'm having my first link, which is the home. So let's also pass the other link, so each will be similar. So I can actually duplicate this. Now as you can see that I see, so now as you can see that I have my all links. So let's also do it for our second one, which is the second column. And here we don't need to specify any kind of type, because we want to make this link with a anchor tag. So that's why we just can actually leave the type blank. So we are not passing any kind of type, which means it will create this anchor tag. As you can see, I'm not having this because this is a capital L, it should be a lower L. So if I save now I am having the number and I am having the email. So from now on I will actually fast forward this all other links. So these will be all similar things. So I think you don't need to see me to do all these things. So yeah, we are now done with the links. As you can see that it's looking good. So right now we just need some copyright text. As you can see that in the bottom we have some copyright text after the footer, so let's also do that. So after this whole div, what we can do actually, we can create another div with a class of copyright, and inside that we will have our div with a class of container, and inside that we'll have the p text, and here we will have our copyright text. So let me copy it and paste it here, and if I save that, I should see my copyright text here. And also after that we don't need anything else. What we need actually, we need to add the style for this thing. So here after that we can actually grab the copyright, and here we can say that background color will be the and text line will be the left, and also the padding should be around 1 rem and 0, and finally margin top will be the 5 rem. If I do, I can see it. I think this one should have a background color of dark BG. Yeah, that's what we have. So after that, let's also say that in our paragraph, margin left will be the 0. Yeah, now it's in the left side. So finally we just need to add some media query, and here we need to say that in the container we will actually need to do the flex direction of column, because if I don't do that, let me actually show you. For our responsiveness we need to do that. So right now we don't have any kind of responsiveness in the mobile device, as you can see that. So if I go to the 768, inside of 768 range, what I want to do actually, I want to change the flex direction. So here, as you can see that now it is in the column. So after that, what I need to do, I need to change the gap, which will be the 0 rem, and finally I need to say that inside that the first div will have a margin top of 5 rem. Yeah, fine. So after that we need to go to our footer column 1, and inside that we have the para, and say that max width of 100%. Yeah, great. So finally for our copyright, so copyright, inside that we have the container, and inside that we have the div, which will have a margin top of 0. Yeah, great. So that's what we have here for our footer. I think we are done with the footer. We have the nice footer here. As you can see, it is pixel perfect. Yeah, that's what we have for our footer. Now it is now fully responsive, as you can see that. Yeah, that's what we have for this video. In the next video we are going to create our about page. So right now it's blank. The about page that we are going to create is this one, which is really awesome. So I'll see you in the next part of the project. Till then, take care. Alright, we need some quick fix here. So here you can see that in our footer column, and here if you notice that for our default links we have two default links here, and the type is actually links, but here we are checking against the link, so it should be, instead of links, it should be link only. So now as you can see that the type is link, we are also checking for the link, so that's fine. And also one more thing, we have the footer now, as you can see that, but for our other pages we don't have the footer, because right now we have the footer in our home page only. If I go to my home page, as you can see that we have the footer in our home page, but instead of having it on the home page only, what we can do, we can actually cut it from here. We can go to our app.js, and here before our closing router we can actually add our footer here. So let me actually import that, and so now I have the footer on my home page and all the pages as well. So as you can see, yeah, that's what for the quick fix. So that's it guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to share it with your friends and family. Also, if you want to watch more video like this one, please subscribe the channel and also turn on the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever I will upload my next video. So my name is Arfan and I will see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye, Khuda Hafiz.